Hey, Brian.
How's it going, Rob?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good, thanks for asking.
Yeah, she looks beautiful, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, I either had the opportunity to drive my Insight back or hang out with you, and I think it's pretty obvious what I'd like to do. So, you want to go for a ride?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. This classic Jaguar XJS looks like a well-preserved original with its fancy body kit, but it's got a well-hidden secret under the hood. So I do have to ask, why Jaguar? What got you into this car?
So, I actually really love Jaguars.
Really?
Yeah.
That's your thing. That's awesome.
It's me and my dad's thing.
Oh, that's badass. Brian isn't a typical 21-year-old in a 30-year-old car that he got as a graduation gift. He's always loved Jaguars, and he assumed an LS swap Jaguar would be in his future. Then he found this. Our plan was to head out of the desert and take the XJS on a canyon run. But the sun sets early these days, and the traffic isn't doing us any favors. Then we had an idea. Where else would a classic Jag be right at home? With the Jag keeping perfect temperature, we ride out the traffic and head towards Brian's Los Angeles neighborhood. A night cruise in the city. We'll have downtown LA to ourselves. And maybe a late night taco run could be in the cards as well. This is a 1990 Jaguar XJS, the apex predator of grand touring cars. That is, when they run. This XJS left the factory with a British V12 under the hood. But these days, it's powered by something a little more Japanese. A turbocharged 2JZ, Toyota's foot soldier in the inline six-cylinder wars of the 20th century. Now that is one fun ride.
It's basically your Jaguar XJS, but with the twist in its reliability.
Yeah.
So the Jaguar, they used to come with the V12s, which was in their touring cars,
okay.
The ones that they used to race. But the one in this one, unfortunately, was blown. So that's what led to it being a 2J swap.
Okay, so this is a 2J swap Jaguar XJS. What year is it?
As 1990, the engine itself came from a 95.
Really?
Aristo.
Okay. Yeah.
So.
Honestly, it's like a timeless look. Where I don't know if it's the 70s, 80s, or even 90s. So, as a sharp car. Now, you were saying in the car that you've done some body work to it, and what sort of things have you done to this car?
So the things I've done to the car was just a respray in Saturni black, touched up a little bit of the interior. Did this custom front bumper with inspiration from the Koenig body kit, which was also a Jaguar kit that they made.
Yeah.
It just didn't get released to the public as much. But then also the Supra to get that airflow to the intercooler, and then just a little splits from a GTR. So.
Oh, that's awesome. A little inspiration from everything.
Yeah.
I've been wondering this entire time, why a Jaguar? Like, is this like your, the cruiser? What would you envision getting this car?
So actually, I've always been a fan of Jaguars. My dad was a fan of Jaguars. We had an old XJ6 that we were planning to put an LS in, but it just had a bunch of Black Widows. My mom decided to hit up the tow truck place around the corner, and they just came and took it. My dad came back from work, was like, "What happened?"
Yeah.
Well, that was the end of it there.
So you were supposed to have a Jaguar. You knew early on.
Yeah, from a young age, I was gonna have a Jaguar.
And so you have the 2J, it's turbo, and then you have what? It's an automatic transmission?
Yeah, so it's a 2JZ engine, of course. Then it's we have a custom adapter plate, custom torque converter, running the TH400 transmission.
Okay.
Not the sequential, the other one. I would love to have a sequential, but
Yeah.
Then to the regular LSD to some custom Summers Brothers axles in the rear end, and that's pretty much what makes it up.
If there's anything I've learned from being out in LA for the last couple of years is that the roads are awesome at night. There's traffic everywhere, all the way from here to Inland Empire, but when it's night, you can cruise, and this seems like the perfect car to do that with.
Oh yeah, I think this car is, it really shines in the night, so.
Yeah.
I think it's time for you to take it for a spin.
I'll do it. Okay. I just have to say it, this is one of the most unlikely engine swaps I've ever seen. And you know I've seen a few unlikely engine swaps. No doubt, it's pretty strange to hear a blow-off valve coming from a classic Jaguar. It's like a cat barking. But there's something about Toyota's engine that feels like it belongs in this car. It's that smooth power, like all the good premium inline sixes should have. And that fits in the Jag's Grand Touring driving dynamics. This may not be the right car for a racetrack, but it's just about perfect for a pull across the 6th Street Bridge at midnight. A British Toyota Supra from an alternate universe. Yeah, there is something like you said, soothing is the right word, about like calming or whatever, about being in like a metropolis, like city at night where, you know, everything's just kind of quiet.
Yeah, a lot of saving went into this car the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And it's funny because a lot of people think that it's daddy's money, but it's like,
Oh yeah.
it's my pay. It's like right now I'm squeaking. But it's like, it's what I like to do. It's what the car gets me from A to B. It allows me to connect with people that I only dream of connecting with, like yourself.
Yeah. It really opens doors. That's having a cool car, having an interesting car is definitely like a necessity, because it just makes the conversation fun. And then the lights of the pop-up taco stand guide our way into the parking lot. Sure, a canyon run might have been fine, but there's no better way to end a great drive, especially in a Jag with an unexpected engine swap, than al pastor, chorizo, and carne asada. Good night.